Today on the Amanita series, we're going to be discussing a member of section Vallidae known as blushers, rubescent taxa. In North America, we call them the sp-amerirubescens group. There's about 9 or 11 members that we have, maybe even more. I'm thinking of the East Coast. But pretty easy to identify. Not that toxic. There's some issues with blood when eating raw, or if you inject it into yourself. Typically you don't have any issues with these. Fine edible Amanita, when you learn about Amanita and how to recognize them, as other Amanita can kill you or give you a nice buzz. It's good to learn what we have. So those aren't them across the street. We have a blusher right here. So some characteristics of the blusher. It blushes. We can see here there's these marks on the cap. It was brown, but right around here it's red. Here there's a blemish of red. Right here looks like it was scratched at one point and it turning red. Not only that, the vellum on the cap, you can see on the back it's starting to turn gray, and over here in the front is very red. So that's why they call them blushers. They turn red. So this being a member of section Vallidae, we want to dig down and pop her out. With Amanita, we always want to view the whole mushroom and dig it out. So these are characteristic. They have this kind of bulbous base on them, very rounded. No sac, as a lot of members of Amanita have. Let's see if we can move this into shadow since the light is not friendly. Okay, so we have the blusher. And some of these warts on the top seem very yellow on this side, which can give a hint to what it is. A lot of these fibrils that grow on the stem here, you'll often find these smooth. This is meteorological conditions that produce this. If it grows very fast, it might have a very shaggy stem like this. But characteristic to blusher, often at the base, right down here, is where you can see it blushing the best. If nothing else on the mushroom is blushing in itself. Typically the base will be the first place that you'll notice. Bug holes will leave it red. Any scratches from when it grew. So that's classic blusher. Also, it has a skirt. And this skirt is white. So when deciphering what member of the rubescent group it is, that's a characteristic to note. We can rule in and out certain things based on characteristics. So since that skirt's white, I can rule out Aurea subicula. I can rule out flavorubens. But since it does have yellow warts on it, I might consider Amanita species sp-amerirubescens number 5, I believe, is the one with yellow warts. It could be number 4. I believe it is 5. That one has a temporary code. It doesn't quite have a name yet. But the characteristic of blusher amanitas. Here we go. So I hope you enjoyed.